What's up, LCat? How's it going, Addicted? What's up, Jan? I have no idea what the audio sounds like or anything, so we'll find out what it's like on camera. These are my own knives, and I keep them pretty well, so I'm gonna skip over on this rough one that's pretty much 120. Start on the 220, which is the coarse one. Going 20 degrees. Oh yeah, burr formed all the way. Oof. Hmm. Do one more. Yeah, there you go. Is the machine on? I have no idea what audio is. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, no, shouldn't be muted. I was like, wait a minute, maybe I have it muted. Oh, I can see it's taking, it's hard to see when it's so fine when it takes small amounts off. Definitely have a burr formed on that one. Really? So I don't, can you guys hear me talking? I do have I wonder what the audio settings are set for. That's weird. Huh. I have my headphones in and they're set for noise canceling, so I wonder if it's canceling that out. Interesting. Yeah, no, it's quiet. I mean, it's on setting 4 out of, I mean, it can go up 3 more speeds. That's the fastest and loudest. But yeah, it's not a bad thing. I'll have my garage door open and stuff, or you know, honestly, if it wasn't for the dust and debris and byproduct of sharpening, I totally would do this inside. But I'd have to get an enclosure to get the air and filter it out. So this works out here in the garage just fine. Bring this up. Nice. I love how shiny it gets. Goodness. It's great when people bring you knives that haven't been touched in 5, 10 years, and you take off like the finest layer, and it just sparkles again. It's fantastic. Sparkles, shines, glistens. Mm, so perfect. Can feel the burr all the way. I don't know if you can see it maybe on camera. No idea what that looks like on camera. There we go. You can pretty much see two perfect lines, and one line being that burr on top. Yeah, I don't think you can see that on camera. But it's amazing in person. You can actually see it. It almost makes that when gasoline or oil's on the ground or something in a parking lot, it creates that rainbowy sheen. It in a way you get this fine line of this like rainbow colored static going all the way up the edge. That's the burr. Anyway, I'm a big fan of this stuff. I enjoy it. Let me just say hi to everyone. El Cap, thanks for jumping in. Addicted, JN, Dot, thanks for joining. Rafa Robertson, welcome. Boston Blade Works, welcome. Thanks for jumping in, joining. Um, yeah, just figured I'd see what it's like to live stream while sharpening and see what it sounds like later when I watch this. Now, if I took my AirPods out, I'm sure it would, then switch to the phone mic, and I'm sure you'd start hearing the machine. If you'd like, if you want a machine, let me know what's that. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the hardest things to get good at was forming a burr all the way to the tip. Um, you don't want to stop. First of all, you don't want to pull the blade off while the machine's running because that will completely round your tip because it's flexible. And so you'll essentially drag this along the belt. and as you drag it off, it will then bounce back, and I mean, it will wrap around your tip and dull the tip, but it's so that's why I always stop the belt with the edge still on there. Anyway, it's nice. I still have to, police myself and make sure I'm doing things properly. I can't get lazy. You have to practice doing the right thing. I mean, you first have to practice things properly so you maintain them. You don't want to practice them improperly. That's so cool. Gosh, that's so cool. I mean, so I like how a bird just catches. Sorry, I'm holding this like up close to my face, inspecting it. I should get used to like holding it down here. I'm also wearing eye protection. So I have to get pretty close to see. I don't know why, actually. There's no reason. Hmm. I guess I could totally look at the distance. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Now we're going to swap it out to this was the X65 course. We're going to go to medium X65. That doesn't mean 65 grit or anything. I think the X65 comes in at like 220 grit, and then the medium jumps up to what's this X22 1000 grit just about, I think. And then I finish it off on 3000, and I can even go up to 12,000. There's even a 6,000 honing and then a 12,000. However, um, yeah, we'll go to 1,000. It might seem like a crazy jump. However, it is a, powered sharpener. So, um, for the paring knife, I drop it down to speed 3 because I don't want to remove too much steel. And uh, for these two chef knives, they're harder steel. I'll up it to speed 3. You know, move it about an inch per second, depending on how it's going, the ambient temperature. There's so many things because you don't want the steel to heat up. You don't want different things. So that's why you see me rotate, so that way I don't damage the steel or anything by heating it up too much. We're really getting stuck in a bad rut. There's so much repetition to this. The last thing you want to do is be repeating the wrong thing, and then you realize multiple steps down the line that you've been counterintuitive. There we go. Got that burr formed all the way. Now, there's message to my madness. We are on 1,000 grit right now, and I've been doing 3 on each side still, so I'm going to alternate here in a minute. This is just how I do things. It also depends on the blade steel. Some blades are a lot softer than others. Some of this German cold, ice quenched, ice hardened steel is really tough. So I have to go slower or run it faster. However, with this guy's Victorinox stamped, it takes an edge real good. So right now I'm just doing some last. Yeah, alternating back and forth between the first and the second level. This is even. Um, I do testing. I mean, so I'm not doing as much testing. These are my own knives. However, on customers' knives, depending on different stages, especially if I start out with the 120 grit and I have to, I mean, you only do one pass per side. This stuff will chew stuff apart. Um, I like to, test every once in a while, make sure I'm catching out. And on my knives, I don't do it so much anymore because I don't have chips and things. However, on customers' knives and things, when there's chips and nicks, I definitely want to make sure that I'm testing because there'll be a point when things start catching and I'm like, oh, and it's like, "Ugh, okay, there it is." And I just want to communicate these things to customers because sometimes chips are so deep, you don't want to get rid of them on the first sharpening. You'll remove too much steel. Just sharpen it up, see how they do. And some customers do want them sharpened all the way out. However, most are okay with a 99% sharp blade, and we'll get it out on the next sharpening round or two or something. All right. Speed up to 4. What's up, Blade? What's up, Gareth? How's it going, everyone? Oh, I feel like I should be adding more mods in here so you guys can start dropping links. There we go, people. Gareth. Plus, it's easier to find other people's links when you are a mod. You're able to click on people's profiles. There you go. That way you can click on their names, go to their profiles, and go to their channels. It's a lot easier. All right, we were on this one now. Yep, we're on this one. I proved to you guys this thing's spinning. That doesn't really help. Yeah, there we go. Whee! So it actually spins. It even has a continuous on, so I can actually press and hold and click. Now it's spinning. Um, but I'll do that for other items, maybe larger ones. But however, with these knives, it keeps it steady, keeps it, and it's like a muscle memory thing. So here I am doing a muscle memory thing, just keeping a certain stance and consistency. Even with freehand sharpening, you are the guide. You can have as many really cool precision tools, but there's still a human factor, and you have to practice maintaining consistency on that human factor. It's the same machine I use for, modifying blades or sharpening garden tools or machetes and stuff. Or even lawnmower blade. The really, really fun thing about this piece of equipment. Here I am talking, assuming you guys can hear me sharpening. One of the really, really cool features is, so for example, say I've got a blade like this or a big piece of whatever, or even on a tractor, say they've just lifted the blade of a tractor up. This thing's portable. Look at that. And you can even slide this guy off right here, this guide. You can see there's a screw there, but I don't need to loosen it. I'm not going to remove it right now. However, it then exposes this entire belt here. And because you've got the slack, you can go up against big old tools, big old piece of machine. You can go up to a tractor and just, work on the tractor itself. You can bring the tool to the tractor, or I say tractor as an example, agricultural equipment, any piece of equipment. Um, Even if you just have to grind something down or smooth it out. It doesn't have to be a blade. However, you can bring this tool to the larger piece of equipment. I mean, it's crazy versatile. It's very. I've had people ask me like, can they bring their lawnmower? I was like, I can come to your lawnmower. You don't have to bring your lawnmower to me. I'll go to your lawnmower. However, just bring the blade if you can. Like, I don't want to turn into a lawnmower parking lot. Oh my gosh. It's nice because you're starting to feel that burr fatigue. I mean, mm. Last one on this grit. Nice, nice. What's up, Paul Mills? Thanks for joining. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks, Robertson. Appreciate it. See you, El Cap. Have a good one. What chef knife? This is a Chicago cutlery, and this is a Mercer. This is a 6-inch Mercer. Got it because my wife is a smaller individual, so she has smaller hands. I probably have small to medium hands. I'd say small to medium small. However, it just was a bit wieldy. I mean, especially with a full tang. So switched up and got a Mercer, which much more. I mean, even I switch up to this one more often. And then I think this is a what 8-inch Chicago cutlery. Yeah, 9C 16 AC, and this one is high carbon German steel X50 CRMOV 15. Victorinox stamped. I have no idea what kind of steel this is. Doesn't say anymore. Lawnmower blades make good throwing knives. I'll keep that in mind because I've got a couple extras just laying around. You can see the material takes off. I get it. Yeah, yeah, there we go. That's why I have this slightly damp towel here. Otherwise, there'd be a bigger pile of dust forming. It literally appears everywhere. So this just keeps the particles down. Don't need it going into any opening, really. It's downside to using power machines. I mean, there's that. You do get speed, however, you trade off speed for cleanliness, I guess. I don't know. Pollution. There's an inherent pollution from this. I mean, like a personal space pollution, like the dust, the noise. My dog is not a fan of this. She moves to the other side of the house. So that's, there are downsides. However, the upsides are the speed, consistency, efficiency. You know. Yep. There we go. Du-du-du. Good salad choppers. Appreciate everyone jumping in here to check this out, trying out this stream setup. Let's switch up to the next one. This one's gonna be the fine. I think I already got, yeah. This one starts out bright white, compared to the other ones, which this one's, red. This one's, gray. They're in their grays. It's kind of say bluish grays. This guy, the 6,000 grit is purple. I mean, well, it was purple. Like a deep royal purple. And then the fine one, which is 3,000 grit, one starts out around, it's like white. There we go. It's really cool. Just this guy right here loosens it, can move it on and off, and then just a nice little button you press, puts it down, kind of like putting it in gear. Press it once, self straightens. It's nice, efficient, lets me work through a ton. So now with this one, I'll alternate a lot more because I'm going down to coding essentially, then I'll strop. So I totally noticed I was on 4 speed right when I hit start, so I went ahead and moved it a lot faster. That's why I moved this one faster that time. So I'm going to do essentially an identical thing on the other side, and then I'll drop the speed. Just because for the sake. Drop it down to 3. Oof, gosh, that is, and already there's almost no, there might not even be a burr anymore. I think I've gone ahead and I may have already removed the burr. Holy, wow, okay. We'll do a half or two at a lower speed. I'm not going to take off more than I need to. So it's already good to go. Oof, that might be. That's a quick paper strop. Have any fresh pieces in here? This humid, janky notebook paper. Mm. Wait, is that 2 piece? No, that's 1 piece. Oh, so beautiful. All right, yeah, whatever. That's cool and all. But can it cut rope? I mean, this is what we're cutting in the kitchen anyway, so let's be real. I mean, come on. That's way tougher than chicken. That is so much tougher than chicken. However, we're using a 20-degree edge, so it's a 20-degree edge. So we're maintaining that durability. And yeah, that's all the way through. I think this is a half-inch strand, sisal, woven sisal. Oh, that wasn't even old humid paper. Okay, it's a big reason why I like that 20 degrees. Make sure everything on there good. Might be one spot there that really got maybe. No, everything seems to be just fine. Not that paper really justifies it. Well, yeah, that's the performance I like to see out of my cooking knives. 20-degree edge, uh, convex, slight convex because the belt. Um, yeah, that was cool. All right. I don't do that with customers' knives. I do paper testing. And that's about it. All right. Well, I think that guy's done. What is better, the machine or what's done? Uh, I think they both have their pros and cons. Um, something you can, I mean, I personally, I haven't used enough different types of machines or different whetstones to tell you what is better. However, um, I've seen people use, I mean, in every, this goes for every industry, not just knife sharpening, but I've seen people come up with tools and solutions to things where they are the masters. They become the best at what they're doing. They've mastered a skill or a tool, or they've specialized something. And it's the same in sharpening. I've seen people take toilet bowls and make knives sharp at the same time. I've seen diamond stones and compound stones and bonded stones and different materials to get edges to insane shapes and geometries and sharpness and stuff. And I've seen the same thing with belts. However, there's pros and cons. Um, my personal preferences for now leans towards the belt due to the ability to create a. I hope it's a convex. Is that the one? I hope it's not a concave. What is it? Yeah, convex. Goodness. Here I am questioning myself. Concave, convex. Just for strength, just for durability, and especially in kitchen knives. And most of the tools I come across, like lawnmower blades and knives and these kind of knives, um, hollow ground is really good for slicing, such as like seafood knives, different styles of chef's knives. Like I was gonna say, sashimi knives. Doesn't mean you can't get a flat ground. That's good. However, I think edge geometry and what kind of edge geometry you want to achieve is going to determine what is the best tool you want to use. And you kind of start with that, go from there. I will not say one's better than the other. They're both fantastic methods of sharpening. Yeah, I think that's a good answer. Find out what kind of edge geometry you want, and then I think that will tell you what is the sharpening tool you need. I was running on 3 speed. Working though. Now these larger ones can handle 4 because they're wider, heat dissipates easier. So obviously these smaller ones will heat up a lot faster. Um, Things to think about and look out for. So using a powered profile. Oh my gosh. Almost got the barrel all the way off of there. One more. There we go. Oh, there we go. Completely done. My leather strap is inside. Well, it has like 12,000 grit diamond compound on it. However, there's something about this like garage paper that strops so well. There's something about it. Oh, hair popping. I don't even want to start. Ah, it's shaving my arm hairs. Ugh. Nah, it's a terrible spot to do it. Watch band. Okay, good. There you go. I want the watch band to mess with that. Right. Final one. Let's catch up. That's a good way to put it, Raffle Robertson. That's a good way to put it. I mean, if you're really good at using a whetstone or freehand, that would be really good for touching up. Especially flat. Quicker, easier to get the gear out of the stone out. Even a dry diamond. It's also a lot more accessible. This requires power. I do have a battery though, so if I need to go somewhere or drive somewhere set up by a pool or something, like a picnic or something, or cookouts, I can plug into a battery backup that lasts a significant amount of time. Mhm. Yeah, usually when I'm doing this, I'm listening to music in my headphones and don't really hear this machine through the music. So you really do get this kind of meditation time. instant gratification. I mean, you get to take some of these really dull, exciting knives. I mean, they're some of the most exciting things I've seen. However, their edges are horrifically dull. So it's like, wow, why does something exciting have to be so dull? Well, it's just kind of a, that's the moral of that thing. So I have so much fun working on customers' knives and getting them crazy sharp again, sending them home with just like, be careful. I think people sorry. Done curved ones, done pocket knives. People have brought all kinds of stuff. Heirloom, all kinds of stuff. There we go. I see no burr. I feel no burr. Oh, buddy. It's so shiny. I mean, you can hear it ever so slightly. Almost like little, like Rice Krispies sometimes crackling when you. That's one of the nice things I like about papers. You get a little bit more feedback. And now there's no more crackling. And that's it. Dude, it cut it in. Oh, geez. Caught it and cut it. And that's it. You know what? I I intentionally put this here, and then I could obviously move it again, but let's do this. This rope is insane. Hmm, oh, maybe I just need to put a little bit more pressure on the blade. This rope is crazy. Maybe I need to reconsider using this rope for testing. It's a bit tough. That's right, people. I'm dragging my chef's knife against the wooden block. See that? Intentionally cutting with a terrible, terrible. Oh man, I need to make sure it's totally cut. Yeah, yeah. Chop that crap. I'm gonna have to reconsider a different medium. It's oh, or I can just put everything to the insane test. This. Oh, oh, the waviness. Thank you, Edge. It's trying. Oh, got a little. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, oh, there it is. Okay. So, oh, there it is. Okay, so right where I'm digging in and stuff, it still can. I no, there it went. Yeah, it's not the cleanest razor. However, it's still. I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. This is way. I think I see what's going on. I think it's because I have it secured so tight on here. They're insanely tight fibers now, rather than like chicken or steak or something. Obviously, it's going to be tender, and the muscle fibers will be further apart, and it'll be easier to cut through. But this is secured on there. That one's not. I should probably take care of that. However, a little 5 gallon bucket. I mean, well, it's not a little 5 gallon bucket because it doesn't hold 5 gallons, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I should maybe Ooh, maybe I'll get a Slim Jim. I think a Slim Jim would be good right there. I did have this one though. I'd be wondering what is this section for? That section is for Of course, no one might be wondering what that section's for. It does. Because no one ever goes up to a zip tie and goes, "Yay, I can just cut you like that." Nope, no one does. Everyone always has to like stick their blade in some weird way. And so I decided, well, hell, I need to simulate a way to like pry zip ties. Why must I simulate this? Well, I want to. I do low voltage work. I do things like that. I want to find a blade point, a blade tip, a blade style that works for chopping up zip ties, especially in specific setup and scenarios. So something I run into often is something like this, where it's a server rack and there's cables in there, and I need to find a way. And so oftentimes I can pry against the server rack because I don't want to cut into cables or around cables. So I need to get into the zip tie in there and pry it up against stuff usually, and boom. So that's what this is for, to make sure I can sharpen parts of my knife that need to be so I can use it for my job. So I carry these things and use them. So, anyway, I appreciate everyone tuning in. That's it. Three knives today. I'll be reaching out to a bunch of customers here. It's been a while. Just be like, hey, you want to sharpen or get something sharpened? Maybe run a promo or something. Because I know I won't have to, reprofile their blade or something, or actually add an edge. Sometimes they're so dull, you literally have to put an edge back. So anyway, I'm gonna end the actually, yeah, I'm gonna end the live stream there. I need to take an inventory on my patches. So before I give any more away, I need to take an inventory to make sure I have patches to give away. Otherwise, but thank you everyone so much for all the support. Getting to over 200 subscribers. Stay tuned for some more well, I guess, yeah, just stay tuned to see when that live stream is. I'll put an announcement video here shortly in the next couple days. That way people have time to schedule it. You do not have to be present to win. I'll post the winner and they can reach out to me within 48 hours. And yeah, however, if you do tune in for the live stream, there's always giveaways on Llama Lives, except for this one. Darn it. Should have thought about that. Um, yeah, but I do have some really cool gear like Skiff Workshop cheat sheets, Skiff Workshop anodized finger bits, the aluminum ones, some other patches from other creators, other companies. So, um, yeah, all the giveaways are just Llama, sponsored by Llamas. No sponsorship. There are no sponsorships. It's purely just llama gear. And I really appreciate all the support and thank you. So thanks for everyone tuning in. I appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. If you have any questions on cooking, knife sharpening, knife care, just want to have a general chat, want someone to listen, things like that. Dude, there's always someone out there thinking about you. There's always someone out there willing to lend an ear. So just reach out to your friends, make sure everyone's okay. And I appreciate everyone stopping by. So take care.